Alright, what's up guys? This is Jesse from Card Power Gaming. That's right, we finally got the channel layout, and that will actually be our new name. I really like it. I think it gives us a really unique identity, so I hope you guys love the name too. So we'll no longer be Team Knife Party, but Card Power Gaming, covering all types of games, obviously. Mostly card games, that's why it's called Card Power Gaming, but of course, you know, we can cover other games like board games, things like that. Definitely do some openings, stuff for you. See what you guys want to check out. I mean, I want to definitely get some Star Wars Destiny for you guys if I could ever find product anywhere. Heck, it's even hard to find online, so I mean, unfortunately, that's just how it is for right now. But when I get it, I swear I'll do the video for you guys. It's just really hard to get that kind. But other than that, today we actually have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile for you guys. Other than this, you know, the Dragon Ball stuff in front of you. This awesome golden Frieza from the now dead Panini game, which is quite a shame. But we'll actually be doing something instead of that. So we'll be covering the other game, the new game coming out, the Dragon Ball Super card game. I actually applied to Bandai and to get their like half deck demo decks so I can showcase it to you guys, maybe teach you guys how to play the game. But that's all stuff for later. Right now I just want to say thanks for subscribing, guys. It means so much to me. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. It's obviously Lightsworn's pre-link format. Obviously I just kind of need some work. I mean, I do like the build for right now. It has its inconsistencies, but I think this is the best way for right now, at least the way I can do it. I will say that there are two proxies right now. That's Minerva, and that's because she's not out yet. I haven't been able to buy it. I mean, she is out, but I'm not going to drop ludicrous amounts of money for the YCS promo. So I'm going to wait till she's reprinted and then buy that copy. But I didn't want to wait for her basically to print and then give you guys the video. I wanted to do the video now. So during link format, I should have them. And then when I can do the link format video, we'll be able to go ahead and just have all that for you guys. I'll have the Minervas and everything. But yeah, here we go. So this is the deck profile, guys, Lightsworn's, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so to start the profile, we've got 3 JDs. Obviously, JD being the main card of the deck. You know, you have 4 more Lightsworn's, you play it, he nukes the board, and then you win. That's pretty much how it goes. It's like the main win condition, I guess, if you want to call it. But he's really great. I know some people play 2. I prefer the 3. Like, even if it's inconsistent, sometimes I feel like you want to have 3. Because knowing my luck, you just end up milling all 2. So having 3 really helps out, definitely. And then 3, Lumina. Lumina's one of the best Lightsworns, I think. She mills 3 at the end phase. You pitch, and you can actually special summon a Lightsworn from the graveyard. So she has a lot of compatibility. You can normal summon her, you can ditch a copy of her to special summon her, and then do it again as long as you have cards in your hand. So she's really good, definitely. And then Triple Raiden, another just basic Lightsworn. Main phase 1, you mill 2. End phase, you mill 2. He gains 200 attack if you mill a Lightsworn. That's not usually relevant, but I should mention it anyway. And he's also a tuner, which is super relevant. Because there's plays that it creates, which is really good. And then I actually do play the 3 Wolf. I like 3 Wolf. I think 3 Wolf is really good, especially in a 40 card build. Yeah, you can draw it more, but I have so many ways to pitch it. Like, you pitch it with Lumina, Solar Recharge, things like that. So it really, like, it makes up for it in that aspect. And if you mill it, it's just really great. And I think playing 3 gives it the best chance of milling it as well. So that's why I enjoy playing 3. But you can always cut it down to 2, I think. If you really want to. 1 Lila, not as useful as it used to be, but you can always bump that up to 2 if you'd like. I like it at 1 just in this particular build. 1 Garoth, it's more for the name. He's pretty good if you get like triple Lumina and the Garoth play out, but other than that, I mean, there's not much I really like. He's a bad top deck, definitely. He's a beater, but nowadays everybody can get over 1850 pretty easy, so I mean, he's whatever, but there are times where he can be really good and you'll just get a lot of advantage because you have him. So, and he's another name, which is really why you play him, and also why you play this next guy, Arcus. And we do play the Arcus, and the reason I play the Arcus is mainly because I play the Broad Bull Trident combo, and this gives you actually a search with Broad Bull, so that's why I really enjoy that. And he's another name, and he's fodder for another card. We play 2 Snow. which is another reason to play Arcus. It just adds another card from the deck to your hand, which you can use with Snow. Probably the single most important card in the deck, next to JD, is Fairy Tale Snow, simply because she gets a lot of your combos going. Like, you'll banish, and you'll special summon her. She can flip face down. She makes your, like, rank 4 plays. She makes your synchro plays. She does so much, and you actually combo her with Eclipse Wyvern. So when Eclipse Wyvern sent to the grave, he banishes the Judgment Dragon, and that in turn, you banish Eclipse Wyvern with Snow, and then you add the Judgment Dragon to your hand after you're done milling all your Lightsworns into the grave. So it's a good combo. They work together. It reminds me a lot of Dragon Swarms back in, like, what was it, late 2014? I think 2014, maybe early 2015, something like that. I remember I used to play that deck, and I loved that deck to death. So this is kind of like a pseudo version of that. I would argue it's a little bit better because you have access to rank 4s, but, you know, one Photon Thrasher, if you open it or if you draw Rhoda in your opening hand, he's great. He's just another free monster basically in the first turn. And you really want to get your plays off. You want to get to your Minerva quickly, and you want to get to your Tsukuyomi. You want to get to all your Xyz plays and stuff really fast. So he helps with that. Unfortunately, I can't fit more than one. I wish I could. But you guys can play 2 if you want. I do like it at 1, definitely. But I think it would technically be better at 2. But it's just my preference. I like the 1. So well, with that, the 1 Trick Clown. Pretty self-explanatory. If you use milled or discard it from your hand, he's a free special, and then you just take 1,000 damage, which can be bad to most players, but he's not mandatory, so if I don't want to, I don't have to, which gives it a lot of flexibility, and then he creates more Xyz plays by constantly coming back, so that's really important. An electromagnetic wave turtle, and I play this guy because he stops OTKs, which is really important if you mill him. Unfortunately, this is another card where dead plays can kind of come in, because if you draw him with nothing, then he's super dead. That 1800 defense doesn't really help, and he has 0 attack, so you couldn't even, like, normal summon him and attack with him or anything. It's a mute point, so really you just want to put him in the grave as fast as possible, but in the grave he does a lot of work. You banish him and it ends the battle phase. He's like a battle fader from the grave. It's really amazing. I love him more than Necrogardna, and he's a light monster, which just flows with the deck tremendously. So that's it for all the light monsters. Now I move on to the dark monsters. I actually only play a couple of them, and for those of you that know, it's going to be 3 Predaplant Scorpio, and this whole thing with a Predaplant Cobra. And these guys, basically, they're important because they search Brilliant Fusion, and we do play the Brilliant Fusion engine because of these guys. So you can actually go, you normal this guy, you pitch a card from your hand, you special this guy, and he actually searches the Brilliant Fusion from the deck to your hand, and then you Brilliant Fusion, which sends more cards into the graveyard, and that's exactly what you want. You pitch your Snow, you pitch your Turtle, whatever you need, into the graveyard, and then you overlay, and you can actually make Dante, which will mill you 3 more cards, and that's super important. I know in later builds you play that one hero champion guy. I can't think of the name, he's Earth, but you overlay these 2, and you make, what's his face, Invoker, and Invoker gets you the Earth Hero Champion, and then you actually link summon with those 2 into the one that's like 2 Earth monsters. I forget the name of that one too. I'm just not good with names today, but I think it's like Brilliant Gem, something like that. It's something like that, but it's 2 Earth monsters, and these create a lot of plays, I think, having this, and this is probably also why Instant Fusion, or with Nodin, like, because you can search Instant Fusion with it, so that's why Nodin got banned. They don't want him going into the format, so yeah, I think these are really great. Definitely pick these up if you haven't. They're really, really important. So, and next up, I play the 2 Garnets. They're just beat sticks, and you need to play them for the Brilliant Fusion. But I like them at 2. Most people play them at 1, and I think you can definitely play it at 1. But I play 2 just because you're milling so much. It gives you a higher chance of, even if you mill one, you still have one in the deck. But I mean, if you mill both, then I mean, that's just how it is. You know, you just lose, or if you draw both of them in the opening hand, I mean, that's just how the deck is played. You know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's just how it is. Which I can see is also why people probably hate this deck too, and they don't like playing it. A lot of it relies very heavily on luck, what you're drawing and things like that. But man, when it works, I'll tell you. So that was all the monsters, and moving on to the spells, we have, of course, the Triple Brilliant Fusion. Pretty self-explanatory. This one makes the Seraph Knight. This you can send your Snow and your Garnet, you send your Turtle your Garnet, send a Lightsworn, whatever you need. Just, you send it to the grave, you send your Eclipse Wyvern, banish the Judgment Dragon. It's so versatile that it really is insane, and I'm surprised this card isn't hit just because of how versatile it is. But again, maybe it could just be because it's only used in certain kinds of decks. But really, I think it could be used from pretty much everything. I mean, if you play a good amount of light monsters, it's definitely a good choice. So we'll go ahead. Oh, and then of course it's more fodder for Snow, so even better. And then we have your triple solar recharge, which, you know, you discard a Lightsworn, draw 2, mill 2. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then your double charge, which I'm still hoping this goes to 3 to promote the new Twilight Sworns, which will be awesome because, you know, as you guys know, Lightsworn is one of my favorite archetypes. So those two. And then the 1 soul charge. This is just because if you go nuts and then you open the soul charge along with the nuts, you mill everything and then bring it back. It's pretty crazy. It makes for some great plays, some great mills, and almost an assured victory, especially on your first turn. The 1 Rhoda, like I said, first turn it searches Photon Thrasher, which you then special as a free monster. Searches Raiden. Those are pretty much like the only thing. It searches Garoth as well. So that's a big thing. There's it has a really good versatility in the deck, and that's of course what you really want, is to be able to search everything. So just the 1 Rhoda, I'd probably play more Warriors if this was at more, but I understand why it's at 1, and I don't think it needs to be any higher. But if it does, like they bump up Rhoda again, I mean that'd be awesome. And the 1 Foolish Burial, it's pretty self-explanatory. You send a monster to the graveyard. Everything in this deck wants to be in the graveyard for the most part, so that's why. For traps, we actually do play traps in this variant. We play the 2 Lost Wind because this card is freaking amazing. For those of you that don't know what it does, it actually, you target 1 face-up special summon monster on the field. It has its effects negated like forever, and its original attack is halved forever as long as it's on the field, which is great. And then when it's in the graveyard, when your opponent special summons from the extra deck, you actually take it from the graveyard and you flip it face down on your side of the field, which I think is nuts. And then of course it's banished after, but like that means you just get to use it again and during either player's turn, of course. I mean, you can't use it the turn it's set, but still it's like you get a free card back. That's amazing. And of course, last one, Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light. Really cool. Usually end up milling it. I haven't really had a game where like the pay 1,000 negate has come in handy. But it's definitely come in handy in the grave where you can, it's like another turtle. So it's really awesome. I definitely love playing that. So that's the entire main deck. Now we'll get into the extra deck. So of course we play the 1 Seraph Knight. This is for the the Brilliant Fusions. You get 2 normal summons, which in Lightsworns is huge. Trust me, like it helps out a ton, because you just get your plays going like crazy with 2 normal summons, especially, and it kind of unbricks your hand. Like if you have too many Lightsworns, you can normal, and it does wonders. You wouldn't believe. For Synchros, we've got the 1 Michael, level 7, he banishes. Black Rose to nuke. I was thinking about 2 Black Rose, but I wanted to have the versatility of 1 Michael and Black Rose. We'll kind of see how it changes over time, and especially going in the Link format, but right now I think this is good. And then for 8s, we actually have the Omega and Angel of Zera, which for a long time I called Zephyra, which is not correct, but, you know, that's just me. So yeah, the Cypher Omega obviously takes a card of your opponent's hand, and the Angel of Zera is you banish him with Snow, and then he comes back during the standby phase, and he gains 100 for each of your opponent's banished cards. Yeah, so unfortunately it's for your opponents, but you know it's a 2000 monster you bring back for banishing. Like that's pretty good. In its place, you could also play Red Dragon, like Hot Red Dragon Archfiend or whatever it's called, the one that basically you can destroy all special summon monsters on the field, and your opponent takes 500 for each one. I was playing that for a good while. So I'm always switching between this one and that one. Those are both very good choices. It just depends on your preference. So I'll put those. Those are all the synchros, pretty much. You can always, add more if you want to. It's just because, like, you don't play too many tuners. It's basically the Raiden and stuff. I was playing Trishula, so if you want to play Glow Bulb, you could also play Trishula. It's not a bad idea. Just a bunch to test out. So here's the cards I don't have. The 2 Minerva. I think everybody pretty much knows what Minerva does, but if you don't, Minerva is basically a rank 4 Lightsworn monster. It's 2 level 4 generic. It's a generic 2 level 4 overlay. You make her, you detach an Xyz material, and she mills 3 cards. And what ends up happening is you mill 3. If you mill 3 Lightsworns, you get to draw 3 cards. So for every Lightsworn you mill, you draw 1 card. And then when she dies, like when she's popped, as long as she's not immediately banished, like even if you bottomless her, she's destroyed first and then she's banished, she just has to be destroyed. Then what she ends up doing is she'll send another top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and for each one sent, she'll actually destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field, which is awesome. Once again, sorry I don't have the actual cards, but I will as soon as they come out and they're not ludicrous prices for the YCS promos. So for the rest of the Xyz monsters, we have Bujinte Tsukiyomi. He's pretty good. He can be a +1 if you can get rid of your hand, get down to 1 card, use his ability, discard, put it in the grave, and draw 2 more cards. I've done some pretty crazy plays with him. And then Utopia and Utopia Lightning, these guys are just basically like, he can negate attacks, which is pretty cool, but you basically use him to go into Utopia Lightning, which then can be used to like win a game. Like you can beat over something, make it 5,000. That's pretty cool. And then we play the Broad Bull and Dryden combo, which I don't play any other Zodiacs. It's just the Broad Bull, because the Broad Bulls can search Arcus, which is another card in your hand, which can be used with like Solar Recharge or something. And then the Dryden, which of course is amazing. It pops cards, so, and during either player's turn. And then for the one-ofs, we have the Diamond Dire Wolf, because I don't have Tornado Dragon. But sometimes, because you can flood the field, so sometimes getting rid of this card in itself, like moving this to the grave along with another card, is pretty great. So it's not that bad, but I do think I would prefer Tornado Dragon, but this is obviously the cheap man's alternative. Samurai for the OTKs, because, you know, you make Samurai plus JD, it's game. It's really good. I very much enjoy that play, but even then, also in the grind game, is really good. And lastly, we play Dante. This is just so that we have a rank 3 when we use our Predaplants. And he mills 3. He's not all bad. He's 2,500 attack. He can also go in for OTKs. So that's pretty much the deck, guys. I hope you guys liked it. Oh, and also I didn't get to show the back of these, but check out these sleeves. They're like Chibi Yugi. Pretty cool. Thanks again for watching, guys. You're the best. I just wanted to say, you guys are awesome. If you liked what you saw, remember to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel, the new Card Power Gaming channel. I hope you guys love it. I love that name. I'm super excited for what else we're going to be able to do. And we finally have like a unique name, unique headline. So I think that'll be just wonderful. But yeah, guys, if you liked what you saw, once again, comment, like, subscribe, Card Power Gaming. It'll definitely be awesome. This was Jesse, and I'll catch you guys later.